Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all keeping well. In this session, I want to show you really quickly, really simply, how you can test for code which is supposed to raise an error. So to do so, I've just got an incredibly simple example here. We have a function called return item. This will be taking in a list of numbers and an index, and it's then simply going to either print off the number at this index, or if it's a bad index, or aka if the index is too big, it's going to raise this custom error here called a bad index error. So let's just quickly remove the first one, and we'll go ahead and run this. So you can see this one here works and gives us 20, so indices 1, 20 here, that looks good. However, if we go ahead and do this one, let's go ahead and run this. There we go. So we can see because we ask for index of 5, of course we do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is too big, we don't have that index available in our list, so therefore we're going to be raising a bad index error. Now then, if we're writing tests for this, if you want complete coverage, what you're going to want to do is make sure that basically every kind of return statement or everything that your function can do is tested for. So you want to make sure that this one happens, but also that this one happens here as well. So we have to do a little bit of Pytest magics to get this to work. So we'll head over to our tests and let's go ahead and make this happen. So we'll go ahead and do from main. Let's go ahead and import, what's my function called? It's called return item. I also want to bring in this guy as well, bad index error. There we go, okay, looks good. So let's go ahead and then do def test return item. So this one will be pretty straightforward. We just want to make sure that the regular case works well. So if we give it 1, does it go ahead and return 20? So let's go ahead and just do the following. We'll do assert that return item. Let's suppose we give it, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do those for now, I think. And let's suppose we give it an index of 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. We want this to be 8 here. And then just before we run it, you want to make sure that you have your print done here, because obviously when we then go and import this module, it's going to be running these. So make sure any calling code is then turned off in main. So we'll run this. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks good. And you might want to do the following as well. So if we just do like a couple of these, let's suppose we do 0, we want this to return 5, and then maybe if we did 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, we'll put a 4 in here, this should be returning 9. I'll just zoom in just a touch. So we're just basically checking the 3 cases where we pass in a valid index and we get the right number back. We hit run, yeah, okay, looks good. Now what we can do, this is something I kind of like to do, is basically copy this and then do test return item, and I'll just do something like with error like this here. And then the way to do this is we actually use a context manager. So I've got Pytest already done here, and then let's first go ahead and do like our actual function call. So I'll take this here and let's put this down here. Now let's suppose we pass an index of 10. We know that this is going to be raising an error. Okay, so in fact before the context manager we'll just run it like this. Okay, so us running this test, this caused this to happen here, so we can see raise bad index error, and then we can see, yeah, our test failed because of this. So what we do is we then do something like this, so we say with, and then we do pytest.raises, and then you pass in some kind of exception into here. So because I've imported this, we can go ahead and do this, bring this forward, stick on a colon here, and then run again. And this time it says it's passed. So what's basically happening inside this context manager, this is basically doing an assertion behind the scenes. So the assertion is going to pass if this exception is raised whilst running the following code. So if we did something like, let's say 0 here, because this is a valid index, this is just going to go ahead and return 5 and not raise the error. So therefore it's going to fail. So we'll hit run. It now fails and says, let's see, test return item with error, failed. It did not raise a bad index error. Whereas if we do 10, we can see our code, in this case, yeah, the index is greater than the length, it's going to be valid, so therefore raise a bad index error. So now if we pass in 10, we should get both tests passing. So a bit of a quicker one this week, but again, this is something that I think is fairly common if you're writing a large amount of tests for code, especially if you want complete coverage. So if you were to do a coverage report on this, it's going to be wanting to basically see that this is tested for and this is tested for. So my top test, this one here is going to go ahead and check that we have 3 specific cases done. So yeah, this one's pretty much covered. This one here, this raised bad index error, that one is now going to be covered by this statement here. So we're making sure that effectively all exit points from this function are returned. Cheers for watching, guys, and see you all in the next video. Have a great weekend.